Hi guys, Alice Taylor down at Living Golf Academy, and today we're going to talk about how to get rid of your slice forever. Okay then guys, so most guys, when they get driver in the hand, we have got that dreaded slice, that shot that sets off down the left hand side, drifts way out to the right and gets in trouble, which looking something very like this. So we can see there, setting off down the left hand side of the hole, big slice over to the right hand side, missing into the bunkers down the right. Okay guys, so if you're watching this video, that's probably quite a familiar shot for you. And the way we're going to get rid of our slice forever is we're going to break this into 3 different videos. So there's 3 key things that influence where that golf ball goes. The first one is where the club face points, and that's a massive influence on where the golf ball sets off. So that's up to 95% of where the ball sets off. The second part is the swing path, or the direction the club head is traveling through impact. And the third and final one is where that impact point is on the club face. So 3 different things, and we're going to tackle the slice, working on those one at a time. So video 1, we are going to talk about initially what is causing that slice. So we can see the numbers there, and we can see that when I swing, my club is traveling 11 degrees from out to in. And that club face is pointing right of where my club's swinging. So anytime the path is going to the left, you are generally going to see the ball work from left to right. Now the beauty with that one is the club face wasn't open enough to be pointing right of the target, because if it was, the ball would have set off right and sliced. So the first thing we're going to look at in video 1 is we're going to work on correcting that club face at impact a little bit. Now, the big problem I see for a lot of guys, a couple of things really I suppose, is that in the backswing, they don't get the club face working correctly on the way back. They kind of get the club way too open, normally down to the fact that that left hand is in a poor position. And generally what I'll see with guys is that if they were to open the hand up, the club is very much running through the palm, which means as they swing back, that wrist joint tries to support the weight of the club, and the club face is pointing much more to the right. Now, when a golfer swings and that club face is pointing way to the right, the way they tend to try and square the club up to the target is not to swing towards the target, is to swing left to get that club face pointing straighter. But the problem is that's going to cause that ball to set off where we said down the left and have a lot of shape. So what I'm going to ask guys to do, that if you've got it too much in your palm, I want you to get the club much more running through the middle of your fingers, and you'll feel that wrist joint gets much more on top of the club. What we can then just have a little reference point on the way back is that as we swing back, that club face is then starting to look a little bit more kind of down towards where the ball would be, instead of kind of looking up to the sky. And then on the way through, as that wrist joint gets back to its address position, that club face will be closing more through impact. And then what we should see with a better control of the club face is we're probably not going to improve our swing path much initially, but we might expect to see a ball set off a little bit left and stay down that left hand side, and maybe even shape a little bit from right to left. So left hand hold much more in the fingers, and then off we go. So setting off down the left, and if anything, very slightly turning over from right to left. Okay guys, so we can see there, actually got the club face very, very slightly closed. And I know a lot of guys are going to say, well, I don't really want to hit it in the left trees all the time. But do you know what? I think if you're someone who's used to missing it a long way right, you will be massively relieved to feel that the ball's at least getting down that left-hand side. And even as a short-term thing, you could then aim a little bit further right to allow for that shot. But the first part of getting rid of your slice forever is getting that left hand more in the fingers so that we've got more control on that club face and we can see how much easier it is to close. Not so easy to open, whereas when we're in the palm, it's very much the other way. Very easy to open, quite tough to close. So in those fingers in the left hand, that little reference point that the club should be looking more down towards where the ball would be. And then we can make that swing and probably initially just get that pull going. Okay guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it, comment below. Let me know if it was video 1, 2 or 3 that was most helpful. Maybe all of them for some of you out there. But put it into practice and get rid of that slice forever. So, subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Make sure you're the first guys that get notification when stuff comes out. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under AliTaylorGolf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.